Well, good morning. I've got some sunshine behind me. This is Judy Liming. Have you ever just realized that you are mediocre? Those are the overcome 2 seasons of death. I have a broken brain and a broken heart. So, what broke my brain and what broke my heart was the suicide of an adult son at 41, and I found his body. From that day on, I had PTSD, which is a broken brain. Also, my heart was extremely that is is about adults grieving their adult children, and it breaks my heart. It is a sight that breaks my heart. I am 5 years out of recovery. I see my tree waving at me back there. I'm going to wave back, but I'm 5 years out of the PTSD, and I'm a long way ahead of a lot to recover. Oh, another reason why I've got a broken head and a broken heart is I'm just 6 months out of chemo. That's the reason for my beautiful wet head this morning. While I was in my bathroom taking my shower, the Holy Spirit, which I am a believer, I am filled with the Holy Spirit. I'm part of a beautiful um, movement called the Higher View. I'm part of the case Tony Robbins and Dean Graciosi, and then I'm part of the 100X, which is a kingdom movement for business entrepreneurs. The Higher View is a movement for women coming out of the 100X. But in my broken head and my broken heart, I know, and I have had to come to the reality that I am mediocre. I'm not one of the brilliant. I'm not one of the ones that can step out and make a movement with brilliant people. I have a broken head, I have a broken heart, and I'm still recovering. The Holy Spirit was just reminding me I was never a cheerleader, but I was the homecoming queen. I was one of those few that got to be the basketball homecoming queen and the football homecoming queen, but then I became the abused homecoming queen because I married the captain of the football team and the basketball team. Now, he was beautiful, nothing wrong with him. We were just oil and water, that's all. Just horribly, horribly wrong for each other. But we did have 3 beautiful children. But that began my brokenness. Once you're broken, you're just broken. You're flawed. You want to go back and tell your younger self that, like that song, Dear Younger Me, you are holy, you are righteous, you are one of the redeemed. You are set apart, a brand new heart. You are free indeed. We can listen to that and listen to that and listen to that. We're still flawed and broken. We can listen to that song that says the cross has made us flawless. Yes, the cross has made us flawless. We can listen to that and listen to that and listen to that. But for some reason, our little hearts are so broken and our little heads are so broken. We, no matter how flawless I try to become, I'm still broken. No matter how free I try to become, for some reason, I still have bondage. So if you're like me, if you were once a beauty queen, but then you became the abused beauty queen, I was never a therapist. I was always a therapist assistant, even though I was excellent and knew so much more than most of the therapists I work with. And I had beautiful, excellent skills. I was always squashed and told to stay in my place. If you're one of me, if you've always been told to stay in your place, if you have just been the abused beauty queen, if you've always been the assistant to be Virgo. I'm a Virgo. So I birthed many things for beautiful people. I was a birther. That's what I do. I birth ideas. I birth beauty. Um, I work really hard at birthing that. I was an intercessor, a beautiful, powerful intercessor. I got my beautiful Jesus appointed me intercessor for the planet because creation is crying for the manifestation of the sons and daughters of God. Yes, even though I am a daughter, a beloved daughter of the King, I get to speak to the media, to those of us that are just mediocre. I sit here before you today, just out of the shower with a wet head, and I got on my shirt that says, "Be still and know that I am God." I've danced with the spirit of the. I've got to dance with knowledge and wisdom and strength and might and the spirit of the Lord. Isaiah 11. I've gotten to be his, I've gotten to kiss the bridegroom king. I have gotten to look into the eyes of the bridegroom king. I am the bride of Christ. That makes me beautiful. That makes me whole. That makes me well. I am shalom. I am peace. I am nothing missing. Everything made whole. Still, though, I get to be mediocre because remember, I have a broken brain and a broken heart. So he has healed me from cancer. He has, he continues to heal me, but sometimes we just have to stay where we are so we can be a voice for those who know they're never going to be the brilliant and the obsessively powerful Dean Graciosis and Tony Robbinses, and who got to shift. Oh, it says, okay, there we go. My connection was unstable. So see, that's who I get to be. I get to live out in the country where there's very unstable Wi-Fi. I get to be part of the Appalachian poor. I get to be one of those that gets to talk about the desire to overcome that poverty spirit and yet live in the one. I get to be that hidden scepter that can take her scepter out from under her skirts because it's time and hold that scepter high because the breath of God has breathed upon it. But we are in the old Appalachian Mountains, and we live in Appalachia, and the Appalachian people have always been oppressed because we are a mountain people. Remember that song that said that the people of the valley went up, but thought they had gold, or they thought they had great wealth, or they thought they had great riches. But no, they were just happy. They were a happy people. And so when the people of the valley went up and wiped out, they found the sign, and peace on earth was all it said. So I'm one of those. And anyway, I just want to start that mediocrity movement for all of us that are a lot of dying. We get to have broken heads and broken hearts. So we have open hands and we stand in front of God naked and unashamed. So, okay, I'm ending this. I look to see you in the mediocrity movement, the fullness of love.